require that change or like on this. Do body. One thing is the is that fine? Everything now? If something thing if again it goes. Is it me now? Can you hear me now? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let us. Oh, too many disturbances. I was losing interest. I have no issues with me, only signal issues. I'm getting some messages. The heller people are messaging me continuously. Accordingly, some disturbance are going on. That's fine. Concentrate now one more time. Recording is also going on. That's fine. When heat is applied to a system, to any system could be anything else. Contain milk in a beaker or milk in a container, water in a container or ice cubes in a container, some kind of dal or pappu in a container. Something is a system. When heat is applied, what is happening? When heat is applied, that system will initially undergo a change of state, change of temperature from one temperature to other temperature. It absorbs that heat and it increases its temperature, right? Increase of temperature is nothing but getting hotness to the body. More temperature, more heat. Less temperature, less heat, clearly. So one thing it does is it changes the temperature of the body. Secondly, what it does? Secondly, it does now the concept of change of state. What does it mean? Important point this is. One is increases the change of temperature will take place. There is some difference here. You should catch the difference between these two. Heat supplied to system will be doing two things. Firstly, it will change the temperature of the system. Secondly, it will make a change in terms of state of the system. What is my change of temperature? Or what is the difference? Now I want to know what is the difference between these two. You should catch this point. What is the difference between these two? What do you mean by change of temperature? What do you mean by change of state? Change of temperature means the system would be as is. The system would undergo only change in terms of its temperature. If it is at room temperature, what is room temperature? Room temperature is like 25, 26. Accordingly, that room temperature of water, if you take water in a beaker and put it on the stove, room temperature of that water will keeps on changing from 25 to 26, 27, 27. During that change of temperature, change of state is not when this is taking place, this is not taking place. What does it mean? If the change of temperature is taking place, what all the system, that system is remaining in the same state. Now sometimes what happens? Sometimes the system would undergo change of state also. When there is a change of state, change of temperature will not take place. Means heat supply will be utilized only for the change of state of the body. That heat will not be supplied, will not be utilized for change of temperature of the body. Is this point clear? Heat supplied to a system will do two things. One is change of temperature by keeping the state common or constant, and second is a change of state by keeping the temperature constant. During the change of temperature, what remains constant? State remains constant. State is as is. Whereas during change of temperature, change of state, temperature remains constant. You should understand this point. My intention here is to make you understand what is the meaning of these two things. Are you able to understand or not? Able to hear me or not? First of all, can you hear me now? All of you are able to hear me, right? All of you are able to hear me, right? Yes, that's fine. Are the 2 points clear? Mahesh, right. Good, 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 good. So are the 2 points clear? To any system, when you give heat, it will be doing two things. It would be doing one of the two things. It would be doing one of the two things. What are the two things possible when heat is supplied to system? One is change of temperature of the system by keeping the state constant. Other is change of state of the system by keeping the temperature constant. How to understand this? Or just remember this. If there is a change of temperature, then the body is said to have what with that? Body is said to have specific heat with that. If the body has got change of temperature by keeping state constant, then it is said to be having specific heat with that. If the body is undergoing change of state with that by keeping temperature constant, then it is said to have what heat with that? That heat what is supplied to the system is called as what? Latent heat. You should get first the difference between these two. What is specific heat? What is latent heat? Are the 2 points clear? Specific and latent heat. Specific heat is a heat supplied to a system which is resulting in the change of temperature by keeping the state constant. Specific heat results in change of temperature. It's all together here itself. We are just moving like that and coming back to the same point. What is specific heat? Specific heat is a heat supplied to a system which will result in the change of temperature. These 2 points talks about change of temperature. By keeping what constant? By keeping the state remain constant. Whereas latent heat is a heat supplied to a system which is utilized in the change of state of that system by keeping during latent heat temperature remains constant. During specific heat state remains constant. First of all, are these points clear or not? Is that clear what is specific heat and is that clear what is latent heat? Is that change of temperature, change of state clear? Is that state remains constant? I'll now take example to understand more thoroughly on this. If the basic outline is clear, I'll go ahead with the example of this. Basic understanding is clear, right? Heat supplied will do two things. You should know this. Now, a physics student of P1 level should be now in a position to say, like, what happens if onto a system we supply the heat, right? Clear. Many says clear. That's fine. That's great. So for a P1 student, as of now, will be well versed with this thing that if heat is applied to a system, it will be doing two things. One is the change of temperature by keeping the state constant. Other is a change of state by keeping the temperature constant. Whenever there is a change of state, that is change of temperature, that is expressed in terms of specific heat, or specific heat will be resulting in change of temperature. And if change of state is taking place, then that heat is the thing what we call it as the latent heat. In this case, temperature changes, delta T will be there. In this, delta T will not be there. Delta T is constant. Change of temperature is constant. 2 points clear, right? Now let us take example of this one. Let us take example of this one. Take a beaker, fill it with ice cubes. Consider a beaker filled with ice cubes. Where, understand this example. Try to understand this example so that you can understand all the terminologies properly. Consider a beaker filled with ice cubes. Usually, what is the temperature of an ice cube which is taken from a fridge? What is the temperature of the ice cube? Usually, temperature of ice is going to be 0 degrees Celsius. Temperature of ice is equals to 0 degrees Celsius. It could be even less than that. It could be -2, -12, -8, even that also possible, right? Anything less than 0 is ice. Yes or no? Temperature of ice block would be less, or 0 is the maximum value possible, or any other temperature could be -5 degrees Celsius, -4 degrees Celsius, -10 degrees Celsius, something like that. Anything in the form of minus also corresponds to the state of ice only. Now I'm considering that kind of a ice block which is at -5 degrees Celsius. You can take any example like this. You can take any example like this. Now check out here. If consider a beaker filled with ice blocks which are maintained at a temperature of -5 degrees. Now this is being heated by using some kind of arrangement. This has been heated. Now what happens if you heat this contents? This beaker filled with ice at -5 degrees is heated. This is the stove upon which I am placing some arrangement on the beaker and heating. Now what happens? Answers please. Now what happens? What are different things takes place now? What are the different things it is going to take place? Different things it is going to take place. First, there are various steps in this. We should understand these steps as this. Purti, ice melts to water, right? Right, yeah. You should understand this mechanism in a step-by-step process. Maximum 4 or 5 steps are possible. Maximum 4 or 5 steps are convert to water. That's fine. All of you are answering in a proper way. That's good. Now look at the steps here. Initially you are supplying some heat. That heat supplied, first of all, we say heat supplied in stage 1, Q1. In the first stage, what happens is that heat is utilized for conversion of ice at -5 to ice at 0. Initially, ice is at what temperature? Initially, ice is at, no matter whatever the temperature it is, -5, -8, -12, -20, -50, initially heat supplied will be utilized to convert ice at -5 degrees Celsius to ice at 0 degrees Celsius. Now, this is taking some amount of heat. Heat is absorbed. This heat is absorbed is resulting in what? Is there a change of temperature or change of state? Ice to ice, no change of state. Ice is remaining as is. Yes or no? Ice is remaining as is. There is a change of temperature. This heat is what we call it as specific heat. Is the point clear? During the first stage, heat supplied, the process is something like this. It's not directly converting from ice to water. What are the various steps involved inside that is we are dealing. Initially, some of the heat supplied will be utilized by the ice to convert from -5 degrees Celsius to ice to 0. That ice should first convert from minus to 0. Right? In the second step, what happens? Second step, let us say Q2 is the heat. In the second step, what happens is that it is converting from ice at 0 degrees to ice at 0 degrees to water at 0 degrees. What kind of heat is this? Check out. Step by step process. There are 4 to 5 steps we get. I said now these are the step by step processes. Ice which is at -5 degrees will be initially converting into ice at 0. Here change of state is not taking place, only change of temperature is taking place, and this kind of heat is what we call it as specific heat. And here we should use the formula that Q1 is equals to ms delta T, where m is the mass of the ice, s is the specific heat of the ice because state is same, specific heat of the ice, delta T is the change of temperature. Change of temperature. Very good. Q2 is a conversion from ice at 0 to water at 0. Temperature change is not taking place, temperature is remaining same, but solid form of ice is converting to liquid state of water, whereas this is called as latent heat. This is called as latent heat, and latent heat is given by the formula m into L. M is the mass of the content taken, L is the latent heat of melting point. We call this as latent heat of melting point of ice. Ice is melting, right? Whenever ice is melting to water, temperature remains constant. Latent heat is that we use when temperature is remaining constant, only change of state is taking place, and that change of state for a solid, there is a term called as latent heat. Latent heat of ice it is. Latent heat of what? L is latent heat of ice to water. Heats needed for the ice to convert itself into water. The second step clear? The second step clear? Now, any idea what could be the third step? What could be the third step? These steps are important. These steps are very much needed to solve the problems. Right. Ice at water to ice at 0 to water at 0. Third step, what happens? It converts from water at 0 degrees Celsius to water at 0 degrees Celsius to what is that? Water at 100 degrees Celsius. The third step. Somebody answered this, I guess. Water at 0 to water. Very good. Gunti Manasa. That's great. Got the point. Q3 is that. What is happening during Q3? Water is now existing at heat. We are continuously supplying the heat. What it is doing? It is now converting water at 0 to water at 100. Therefore, what kind of heat is this? Q3 is equals to again ms delta T. Delta T is change of temperature. M is the mass of water present. Same it is same as is a specific heat of water. Earlier is specific heat of ice. In this formula, S is specific heat of ice because here the matter is in the state ice state. S is specific heat of ice. Here S is what? Specific heat of water. Specific heat of water. Adnan Sani 100. Very good. Now Q4. Any idea what is Q4? Q4. Water to vapor. Very good, Manasa. You are on the track. Q4 is equals to from where to where? Water at 100 degrees Celsius to, we say it as steam. Vapor. The other name of vapor is steam. We call it as what? Steam. Steam at what? Steam at what? Steam is always above 100 only. Anything it is above 100. It could be 110, it could be 120, it could be 130, 140, 150. Any high temperature above 100 is a steam. It is above 100 degrees Celsius. Means, again, what kind of thing is this? Very good. What kind of thing is this, Manasa? Right, what it is? Q4 is a conversion of water at 100 degrees Celsius to steam above, because at 100 it starts melting, and change of temperatures. Anything above 100 is again above 100, 110 will not exist. Above 100 it converts into vapor and escape. Accordingly, change of state is taking place, and this would be called as what? M into LS. Earlier it was M into L ice. Earlier it was M into L ice. This is latent heat of steam, whereas this is latent heat of ice, whereas this is latent heat of steam. In latent heat of ice, what is happening? Conversion from solid to liquid is taking place. In latent heat of steam, vaporization, this we call latent heat of vaporization. Sorry, latent heat of vaporization, what is happening? Water is converting into vapor form. That is mass. There is, so when we use latent heat formula, there will not be any change of temperature in that. When you use specific heat formula, there will be change of temperature. Now, what things you should take care of? Latent heat. Nikita, very good. Rajesh, vapor, Rishita, fine. Most of you answered. Manasa, right. So are the points clear now? What is happening? Supplied heat is doing two things. Either supplied heat could be in the form of specific heat, or the supplied heat in the form of latent heat. Now, as a physics student, you people should know when we say that as a specific heat and when we call that as a latent heat. I'm recapping. When we call anything as specific heat, when we call anything as a specific heat, if the supplied heat is resulting a change in terms of temperature by keeping the state same, by change of temperature should be there, but state should be remaining same, then that is called as specific heat. When we call that as a latent heat, temperature should be constant, state should be different. Heat supplied will do two things, change of temperature, or both simultaneously cannot possible. Doing step by step. Now I have taken the example. Now let us recap this example. In this example, what is happening? In a beaker, we have ice at -5 degrees Celsius, we are supplying heat to this. Now what happens? There are various states in this. In the first state, -5 degrees of ice would be converting to ice at 0 degrees. There is only change of temperature, but no change of state of matter. In the second stage, what happens? Ice at 0 will be converting to water at 0. In this case, what is happening? Only change of state of matter taking place, but there is no change of temperature. In the third state, what happens? Water at 0 will be converting into water at 100. Again, in this case, what is happening? Change of temperature is taking place and change of state is remaining same. And after that, what is happening? water at 100 would be converting into steam above 100. Steam is always above 100. Accordingly, once 100 is crossed for water, that is nothing but steam itself. So above 100. Now generally what happens? Steam says it is above 100. So above 100, no difference of temperature can be measured. It keeps on evaporating. So that things will not be existing to find the temperature. Accordingly, only change of state taking place, no change of temperature. Accordingly, that is called as latent heat. Are the things clear with respect to latent heat and specific heats? Are the steps clear? Important steps. Now, when you are given any numerical problem, it should solve like this only. Very good, Manasa. Now, let me just tell you, you will be given, I'll take one example also to make you understand this. Let us first write these formulas. Let us first write the formula. It is something like this. Q supplied, you need to calculate amount of heat supplied every time. You always need to calculate the amount of heat supplied. Amount of heat supplied, we may use either this formula or you may use either this formula. There are two formulas for the amount of heat supplied. What is that? Either specific heat or latent heat. Specific heat, again, generally we deal for specific heat of ice, specific heat of water. These values would be given in the numerical problems. S values is the same example. Now I'm going to take one example to make you understand this. This specific heat values for ice and water, maybe aluminum, anything, what that specific heat values they will be providing. They will give you the mass of the things under steady system. Mass of the system would be given. Change of temperature would be given by using this formula, or if the change of state by using latent heat formula, that is ml. ml would be of two kinds, either ml of ice or ml of, means you should be given the values of latent heat of ice or latent heat of vaporization. What is latent heat of ice means? What is the latent heat of ice? Li indicates latent heat of ice. S indicates specific heat. L indicates latent heat. Latent heat of ice means what? It is the amount of heat required to convert from ice to water. What is latent heat of ice means? Amount of heat required to convert unit mass of ice to water. What is latent heat of vaporization? Amount of heat supplied to convert from water to vapor. This is from solid to liquid. This is from liquid to gas. These are the only two formulas. These are the only two formulas what you have to use in an appropriate way. Randomly, you cannot use this formula. You should first understand what is the thing taking place. Is that undergoing a change of temperature or is it undergoing a change of state? According to that context, you should apply those two things and calculate the amount of heat supply. Now, in the previous thing, we have calculated 4 Qs. Total heat is equals to how much? Total, once you calculate all the 4 Qs, total heat is equals to sum of all the heats. Some Q1 plus some Q2 plus how many such things are there? Accordingly, those number of Qs are added to use raised to total heat. Is a basic concept clear? What is latent heat? Latent heat of ice, latent heat of vaporization, latent heat of vaporization. If all these things are clear, I would like to now take one example to make this more clear. Textual example itself. If this is clear, I'll just take one numerical problem to make you understand how to solve this. Yeah. If you have textbooks, just go through this example, example 12.4 in page number 289. This is a question. I'll just show you the question. This is a question. It's not so clear. I'll just change this. I'll put this constant. I'll apply this. See the question. This is a question. Just focus down. Example 12.4 in page number 299. Sorry, 299. Example 12.4 says that when 0.15 kg of ice at 0 degrees Celsius mixed with 0.3 kg of water at 50 degrees Celsius in a container, the resulting temperature is 6.7. Calculate the fusion of ice. Take specific heat of water as 4186 joule per kg Kelvin. Is the question clear? Is the question clear? When 0.5 kg of ice is mixed with, ice is maintained at temperature 0 degrees Celsius mixed with 0.3 kg of water at 50 degrees Celsius in a container. The resulting temperature is 6.7. Find the latent heat of fusion of ice. We'll have some steps to be followed to understand this. Is the question clear? I'll just give the solution. I'll not read out the solution. I'll explain you the solution here. Are you all with the question? Is the question clear? Example 12.4, page 299. Is the question clear? Yes. What it says in the question, if you have textbooks, just go to the question. What it says in the question? In the question, it says that 0.15 kg of ice is mixed with, ice at 0 degrees Celsius is mixed with 0.3 kg of water at 50 degrees Celsius in a container. What is that? Let us write like this. Given ice and water. Ice and water is given. What is the mass of ice? Mass of ice is equals to 0.10 kg, 0.15 kg, sorry. And specific heat of water or mass of water is equals to m ice, and m of water is equals to 0.3 kg. This is given in the question. These two things are given. Yeah, that's fine, from here. 0. Now these two are mixed up, so that what is the initial temperature of this? T1 is equals to 0 degrees Celsius, and T initial of this is equals to, T initial of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, and T initial of water is equals to 50 degrees Celsius. Let us, what we'll do is that we say this is T1 and this is T2. T1 is the initial temperature of ice, T2 is the initial temperature of water. If these two are mixed up, what happens? If some ice is added to water, or water is added to ice, what happens to temperature? One will lose the heat, other would gain the heat. Can anybody tell me in this case which would be losing the heat and which would be gaining the heat? That is what the principle of calorimetry. And clearly he says that in the question, the resulting temperature is the final temperature is equals to 6.7 degrees Celsius. Final temperature is same for both. Water is coming to 6.7. Water loses, right? Water gain the heat, Rishita. Think, Rishita, no. Spurti, ice gains the heat. Water loses the heat. Very good. Ice gains the heat because ice is at lower temperature. See, we should understand which one is lower temperature, which one is high temperature. This is lower temperature, this is higher temperature, these are interacting. Heat always transfers from high temperature to low temperature. This would be losing the heat, this would be gaining the heat accordingly. Is the data clear? Is the data clear here? This is mass of ice given, initial temperature of ice is given, and he says that once these two are mixed up, this is coming and final resultant temperature is 6.7. And when these are interacting initially, is the data clear, I suppose? Yeah, fine. Now, how to solve this one? What is that you're asked to find here? You're asked to find latent heat of fusion of ice is equals to how much? Latent heat of fusion of ice is equals to how much? Now, what is happening? What is happening? Ice from 0 is converting to ice. Water at 6.7. 6.7 cannot be ice. You should understand this logical point. Ice is, where can ice be? What is the maximum possible value of ice to be ice? What is the maximum possible value of ice to remain as ice? Least is -1, -2, -3, but maximum possible value is going to be 0 only. But anything more than 0, from 0, it is going to 6.7. That means it is remaining in ice only state or water state. It is converting, it means 0. Maximum possible value is 0 only. Now here the principle is something like this. Water, you should understand this logic. Water is initially at 0 degrees Celsius. First heat supplied will be utilized to convert water at 0, ice at 0 to what? ice at 0 to water at 0. First of all, the heat supplied should be utilized by the ice in two forms. What it is? It should first convert ice at 0 to water at 0. Then water at 0 to, now we'll write steps for ice. For ice, two things are possible. It should happen that it should have Q1 with that, which is in the form of that it should convert ice at 0 to water at 0. Given heat will be utilized by the ice to convert from ice at 0 to water at 0. Now this Q1, what's the formula for Q1? What's the formula for Q1? Ms delta T, because change of temperature is remaining constant and change of state is taking place. Accordingly, this is called as ml of ice. Ms delta T, most of you are saying Ms delta T for Q1. I am saying that Q1 is the ice at 0 to water at 0. Change of temperature is not taking place. Temperature is remaining constant. Only change of state is taking place. Accordingly, it is given by what formula? M into L of what? L of ice, because ice is converting into water. Latent heat, that is latent heat of ice is to be. Now you need to find this value only. In this question, you are asked to find the latent heat of ice. Now in the first step, this is taking place. This is Q1. And in the second step for ice, what is happening? In the second step of ice, what is happening? I'll write here, second step. In the second step, Q2, can anybody tell me what happens in Q2 state? In the first step of ice, what is happening? For ice, there are two steps involved. In the first step, ice at 0 will be converting to water at 0. In the second step, what will happen now? Water at 0 should convert to water at what? Water at what is the final temperature? Water at what is the final temperature? Water at 0, Manasa. In this question, he says that this ice is interacting with, in this question he says that earlier water at 0 generalized case, what I have told you, but in this case you should apply like this. Yes or no? Manasa says water at 100. The thing is that is generalized case. Manasa. Nikita says right. What Nikita says is right. What is that? In the second step, water at 0 should convert to at 0 to water at 6.7. Is that clear? Why it is 6.7 in this case? In this question, he says the final temperature is 6.7. Video is not coming. It is coming, no? Is it same for all? Can you able to see? You're not able to see me? Nope. What nope? Not able to see. Yeah, you're able to see. Right. So for ice, steps are completed. What is that? Q of ice is equals to Q1 plus Q2. Can you do this? Q1 is equals to what? Q of ice is equals to Q1 is ml of ice plus ms delta. What is the formula for this one? Q2. What is the formula for Q2? Ms delta T. What is M? Mass of the ice. S is specific heat of water. See here, what is the state? Water it is. Accordingly, here the formula is Ms delta T. What is delta T value? 6.7 minus 0. Always delta T is final minus initial. 6.7 minus 0. S is what? Specific heat of water. You can check in that question. It is given in the bracket. Specific heat of water is. S value is given. M is how much of ice you are taking. That much itself is this mass of ice itself has to be taken. Here it is water, but which water it is? It is a water converted from given taken ice, not the given water. Right? So in this case, this is mass of ice. Even this is also mass of ice only. You should get this point, because here in this water we have, but this water is not the water what is applied to that, but it is a conversion of ice. We are talking about only ice factor here. Right? Now let us talk about water. For water, what is happening? For water, what is happening? The change of temperature from T final, that is Q is equals to MS delta. Only one step for water, because from 52 it is changing to 6.7. M is mass of water, specific heat of water given again in the question, and delta T is what? 50 minus 6.7. Is it 50 minus 6.7 or 6.7 minus 50? Because final is 6.7 minus initial is 50. Yes or no? Final is 6.7. Initial is, you should take this convention also. Always final minus initial only. This is Q. This is Q lost by water, whereas Q gained by ice. Which two are to be equated now according to principle of calorimetry? Q lost by water is equals to Q gained by ice. Can you equate this? What is that Q lost by water? Q lost by water is equals to M of water into specific heat of water into 6.7 minus 50 is equals to, what is Q of ice? Q of ice is equals to ml of ice plus m SW, m ice SW times of delta T. Delta T is equals to how much? 6.7. 6.7 minus 0. Are the steps clear? Now I am not solving all the steps. I am just giving you the formula. Are the steps clear? Are the steps clear? Now can you able to solve this problem? What is that you need to find from this formula? What is that you need to find from this formula? MW is given, SW is given, this value is known, M of ice is known, L of ice is to be determined, M of ice is given, S of W is given, this difference is given. All the things are known in this except ML of ice, L of ice. You need to determine this. Yeah. Can you solve this now? You need to find the value of L of ice only. Can you able to do that? Can you able to do that? Will you try this? It is there in the textbook also. You can just try the example one more time and check out how much you can solve this. Same is the way how the next solution is, next one is solved. Are the things clear? Are the things clear in this problem? Are the things clear in this problem? Shall I recap one more time? Shall I recap? Yeah, I am ready to do recap one more time if you want. Wait. No responses. Any response can I get from you people? Can you able to solve this? Understood this concept or not? Any response from anyone can I get now? Able to understand? Can you solve this now? Once recap Ramya. Okay, listen. Right. Listen all of you. One more time I'm recapping this question. The question here says that clearly 0.1 kg of ice at 0 degrees Celsius mixed with 0. I'm repeating, all of you can concentrate one more time. I'm repeating. Mixed with 0.3 kg of water at 50 degrees Celsius in a container. Resulting temperature. What is that resulting temperature? Here the solution is something like this. Ice is converting from 0 to 6.7. First point. Ice is converting from 0 to 6.7. Water is converting from 50 to 6.7. Resulting of both is 6.7, right? Ice is mixed with water. Both are at different temperatures, 0 and 50. And when these are mixed up, resulting is 6.7. resulting is 6.7. What is happening? What is that we did? We have taken ice contents at one side, water contents and ice is of mass of ice is 0.15 kg. Initial temperature of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. What is the final temperature of ice? Final temperature of ice is converting from 0 to 6.7. Yes or no? Yes or no? Ice is converting from 0 to 6.7. Yes. And secondly, what is happening with water? Mass of water is 0.3 kg. Initial temperature of water is 50 degrees Celsius. Final temperature of water is how much? Final temperature of water is how much? I'm just asking whether you understood. Yeah, 50 to 6.7. Nikhil, very good. Now, during this process, you are asked to calculate the fusion of ice. Means once these two are mixed up, ice and water are mixed up, what will happen? Change. One is gaining the heat, other is losing the heat. Which one is gaining the heat? Ice is gaining because it is converting from 0 to 6.7, right? Whereas water is losing because it is changing from 50 to 6.7. Now, this is a basic outline. On to this, you should apply the concept of logical senses, like where you need to identify where are the states of change of states is taking place and wherever the change of state of matter is taking place. Some are involving change of temperatures, some are involving change of state. Now, let us go one by one. Let us go from ice first and let us then deal with water. In ice, what is happening? 0 to 6.7. You should now ask a question that is it possible to convert from 0 to 6.7 directly for ice? Because heat supplied is utilized in two forms. When these two are mixed up, some of the heat energy between these two transfers will be utilized to convert ice at 0 to water at 0. 6.7 clearly says that it is no more ice, it is water only. So to make that as water, first of all, ice should convert from 0 degrees to water at 0 degrees. There are two steps involved in ice here. Two steps involved in ice. What are those two steps? Conversion of ice at 0 to water at 0. Then conversion of water at 0 to water at 6.7. Though in case of ice, we say water and ice, we should take what mass now? We should always take, whenever you're talking about ice contents, the mass always remains constant, that is 0.15 kg. So there are two things involved in ice. What are they? Two things involved in ice are conversion of ice from ice at 0 to water at 0. When there is a change of state, what is that we see? When there is a change of state, we see only what? We see only change of state. Accordingly, that is involved. Now let us look at the solution otherwise. You can understand this. Heat, water is losing the heat. Heat loss by water is again, oh look, let us not bother about this stuff. Let us just talk about in our way itself. That is easier to understand. In this case, what is that? Ice is having two steps. Let us say two steps as Q1 and Q2. Q1 is conversion from ice at 0 to water at 0. What is the formula for this ice at 0 to water at 0? It is M into L. M is 0.15. L is latent heat, which we need to find. In the second step of ice, what is happening? Right, Adnan Sani, right. In the second step, what is happening? In the second step, water at 0 is converting to water at 6.7. Water means you should not be confused to take mass of water, because you're talking about that water which is formed from ice. We're talking about which water now? We're talking about that water from 0 to 6.7 is a water converted from ice. Accordingly, that is 0.15 kg only. Water at 0 to water at 6.7 means what? Means Ms delta T, M is 0.15, S is given in the question 4.4186 and delta T is 6.7 minus 0. Ice, contents of ice is finished. So heat gained by ice is sum of these two, Ml plus Ms delta T of ice. Clear? Clear for ice? And for water, there is only one thing called as losing of heat from 50 to 6.7. What is the Ms delta T? S is given. S of water is given. M of water is given 0.3 kg. Temperature change is what? 6.7 minus 50. 6.7 minus 50. If you want, I can write and show like this. Final formula is what you are going to get is, final formula is Q lost by ice is equals to Q gained by water, ML plus MS delta T of ice is equals to MS delta T of water. Can you write like this? Right, Chama? Student, ML, this one, ML, right. Oh, I'm holding the phone, that's the disturbances. ML plus MS delta T of ice is equals to MS delta T of water. Can you write like this or not? In this, all the things are known. This is towards LHS, this is mass of ice, specific heat of water, change of temperature of water. You need to find this value, and all the values in this are also given. MS delta T, different values. It is now depending on your logical sentence, how you substitute the data and find the values of this. If you want to find MS, ML, take this MS delta T to the side. Differences you get, solve that, then take this M to the other, find. Once you get that one, you substitute the numerical things and get the answer. Can you get that? Can you complete this numerical problem now? I want answers from you. Can you complete that or not? I want answers from you. Can you complete that numerical problem today? No responses. Able to hear me or not? Yeah, you can try and complete that. You'll get it easily, Adnan Sani, not to worry much. Once the concept is clear, yes, we will try. Try once. Yeah, you will get for sure if you try. Even solution is also there. Now, and then just focus. Let me now try to give you some more hints for this problem. Next example it is. Next example, look at the question. I'll just give you hints. Easy. Calculate the heat required to convert 3 kg of ice at -12 kept in a calorimeter to steam at 100 degrees at atmosphere. Given specific heat of ice is given, specific heat capacity of water is given, latent heat of fusion of ice is given, latent heat of steam. All the 4 values are given. You should now identify the various steps inside this. I'll just write the steps here. I'll just ask you the questions, try to answer. I'm just asking you the questions, try to answer this now. What is that it says in the question? It says in the question that ice at -12 is converting to steam at 100 degrees Celsius. You should now say the various steps involved inside this. What are the things taking place inside this? How many things will take from to question is something like this. Ice has to convert from minus to steam at 100. What should be the steps involved? Let us say Q1 is the first step. Let us say Q1 be the first step. Are you all here? Can you able to hear me? No response I'm getting from you. Q1. Here we are talking about conversion of ice at 12 degrees Celsius to steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Ice at 12 to steam at 100. May I know what is the first step in this? There would be 4 steps as I told you earlier. What would be the first step here? What is the first step? I got some answers. Yes. What is the first step now? Question is conversion of ice at -12 to steam at 100. The first step is conversion of ice at -12 to ice at 0. This is Q1. Yes or no? How should this process take place? Ice from -12 will be converting to ice at 0. What is that formula you should use now? Q1 is equals to, is it ML or MS delta T? Very good, Rishita. Ice at 12 to ice at 0. MS delta T or ML? Most of you says ML again. Change of state is remaining same. There is a change of temperature. MS delta T, Richita, right? Because state is same, temperature change is there. Whenever there is change of temperature, it is MS delta T. Now in this MS delta T, what is M? Mass of ice. S is specific heat of ice. If it is given in the textbook, check out. He has given in the question this specific heat capacity of ice is given because this is a specific heat capacity. Change of temperature, final minus initial, 0 minus of minus 12. 0 plus 12 it is. Is Q1 clear? Delta T, very good. Q1 clear? In the first step, what is happening? There are four steps. The first step, conversion of ice at minus 12 to ice at 0 will take place. In the second step, Q2. Second step, what happens? Second step, ice at 0 will be converting to what? Water at ice at 0 will be converting to water at 0. Very good. Whoever answered this, very good. Gunti Manasa, Madhu. Ice at 0 to water at 0. Now what's the formula? Q2 is equals to M into L. What is the value of L? Which one you should take? L is what? Because temperature is same, L is have to take. What is L? Latent heat of ice, because in this ice is converting to water, not water to ice. Latent heat of ice you should take. Two steps are clear. Two steps are clear. Now, the third step. The third step, anybody, any idea? Nikhil says water at 0 to steam at 100. Rajesh, it's not steam at 100. Nikhil and Rajesh. Rajesh says water at 100. Very good. Nikhil, you say steam at 100. Instead of steam, you should say water at 100. Because when you should not change both state and temperature at a time. If temperature change is taking place, keep that state same. Accordingly, Nikhil, is the point clear? Is that point clear? Nikhil, okay sir, that's fine. What is that then? Q3 is water at 0 to water at 100. Remember always, whenever there is a change of temperature, that state should be remaining same. Water at 0 to water at 100. Now what's the formula for this Q3? Formula for this Q3, MS delta T. Delta T is final minus 100 minus 0. S is specific heat of water. M is mass of the water given what is same. Ice is same, mass of ice itself is a mass of water here. And finally, in the fourth step, water at 0, sorry, water at 100 to steam at 100. What's the formula now? Temperature is remaining same, it is above 100, it is temperature is same, that is Q4 is equals to M into L. Mass of water, L is, what is L here? What is L here? What is L here? Latent heat of vaporization. Latent heat of vaporization. Now check this solution, you'll understand this easily. For the same question, look at the steps. First step is converting of ice at minus 12 to ice at 0. Change of temperature. Second step is required to ice at 0 to water at 0. Then water at 100 to water at 0 to water at 100. Then water at 100 to steam at 100. MS delta T. Now our logical senses should work properly to solve this kind of problems. Can you complete this numerical, these two examples today? Chegaltara? Can you complete these two and check for similar kind of questions anywhere? Nikhil says we'll try. And more than trying, I'm sure you can do this. You can complete this. I'm sure if you try, you'll get. I'm sure if you try, for sure you can solve this. And not only these two examples, also try for some more similar questions from the textbook at the end questions. Any kind of similar questions if you come across, try to solve them when you get some free time. and make sure that you try today or tomorrow, because after 1 week you cannot solve this. You'll be getting some new concepts, and if you try that, new formulas will be there. Now these formulas will become old, things will be exhausted from your minds. If you now try today only, you'll remember that, you'll get something. Are the things very clear so far? Latent heat and specific heats. We'll do, sir, definitely. Okay, I'll just stop recording the video. You can have some casual discussion.